Imagine a man who saw our digital dystopia coming a century early, who warned of a world where happiness is manufactured, freedom traded for comfort, and humanity engineered into oblivion. This was Aldous Huxley, born in 1894, the English visionary whose brave new world reads less like fiction and more like tomorrow's news. He didn't just tell stories, he diagnosed the future. Huxley believed that technology, if left unchecked, wouldn't liberate us, but seduce us into surrender. Technological progress has merely provided us with more efficient means for going backwards. In other words, faster gadgets, but not wiser people. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. We can scroll past the truth, but reality doesn't disappear just because we refuse to look at it. The perfect dictatorship would have the appearance of democracy, a prison without walls. A chilling warning that the most effective control isn't chains or bars, but invisible boundaries we accept as normal. Huxley's lifelong quest was to break consciousness open. There are things known and things unknown, and in between are the doors of perception. Reality isn't just what's in front of us. It's filtered by how we see and how willing we are to see differently. His radical epistemology: experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you. Life isn't measured by events, but by our response to them, whether we grow or shrink from the things we endure. His chilling diagnosis: most ignorance is invincible ignorance. We don't know because we don't want to know. Ignorance isn't just lack of knowledge, it's willful blindness, a refusal to face inconvenient truths. And his plea for awakening: the secret of genius is to carry the spirit of the child into old age. That is, never stop asking questions, never stop wondering, never let curiosity be smothered by conformity. Huxley saw through the mask of sanity. The real hopeless victims of mental illness are those who appear most normal. Normal can be the greatest delusion, because society often defines normality as quiet submission. His warning about technological tyranny: people will come to love their oppression, to adore the technologies that undo their capacities to think. Think of the devices we clutch, addicted to convenience, distracted into compliance. The ultimate alienation: we live together, but always and in all circumstances we are by ourselves. Surrounded by people, yet isolated by screens, by noise, by endless shallow connection. And the cost of conformity, the price of liberty and even of common humanity, is eternal vigilance. Freedom isn't given, it's guarded. Once we stop watching, it slips away quietly. Huxley's antidote to modern madness: there is only one corner of the universe you can improve, your own self. Change doesn't start with governments or corporations. It starts within, one mind at a time. On true happiness. Happiness is not achieved by conscious pursuit. It is the byproduct of other activities. Joy sneaks up on us, not when we chase it, but when we live with purpose. His final weapon: words can be like X-rays. They'll go through anything. You read and you're pierced. For Huxley, language was not decoration. It was revelation, capable of cutting through illusions. And his ultimate path: after silence, that which comes nearest to expressing the inexpressible is music. When words fall short, music carries the truth straight to the soul. Huxley leaves us with this challenge: that men do not learn from history is the most important lesson of history. Civilizations repeat mistakes not because they must, but because they forget. Dream in a pragmatic way. Vision without action is fantasy. Action without vision is chaos, but the marriage of the two, that's progress. So tonight, as you scroll through the digital opium of our age, ask yourself Huxley's terrifying question: what doors of perception have I allowed to be nailed shut? I'm grateful for the moments shared in discourse. May our paths cross again in the fullness of time.